Hey guys, Nate, and today we are doing ranking every single type in Pokemon from worst to best. So how we're doing this, we're gonna start doing things in that Pokemon of the Year poll. So yeah, how I'm doing this is I'm averaging out to make it fair because like water type has like the most types. I don't know, it has the least. I think ice or something or dragon. I don't know. Um, Yeah. So to make it fair, what I'm doing is that I'm doing however many Pokemon made it to the top 30 of all time for this year. And then and then how many Pokemon there are for that typing altogether. Then I'm averaging it out to make the percentage for how many Pokemon of that typing were in the Pokemon of the Year 2020. So yeah, let's go. Also, by the way ties are going to be represented, which there only is one in this video, but it's still important to mention, is whichever one had a Pokemon with that type in the higher positioning is going to be the higher spot. So yeah, let's start. Number 18, water type. Now, actually, this like extremely surprising to me. I expected water to be like up at like number like 5 or something, but apparently it's not. Apparently it's at the worst one. And this also especially weird considering that literally the number one Pokemon rated for the year for Pokemon of the Year 2020, Greninja, is a water type. So yeah, you probably expected like normal type or something to be here at the bottom, but it's not. It's water because no matter because water does have the typing with the most Pokemon in it, and the only water type Pokemon in the top 30 Pokemon of the year is Greninja. So he's literally the only one. So it's giving him a total of 0.7%. It's giving it a total of 0.7% of water types are in the top 30. So, yeah. Let's move on to number 17. Number 17, normal type. Now, this is probably what most of you guys expected to be at number 18, but actually, no, because there is still only one Pokemon from the normal type that is in the top 30 Pokemon. But the reason normal is higher than water is because it has less Pokemon. It has less Pokemon than normal type. So therefore, what was I gonna say? Therefore, water normal gets the higher spot in the list. Now, that one Pokemon that is in the top 30 that's the normal type is Eevee. So yeah, let's move on to number 16. Number 16, bug type. So bug type, I'm gonna start making these explanations shorter. First two just need more explanation because yeah, I don't know what it is, but I don't have much breath today. Bug type also only has one Pokemon that is in the bug type, and that made it to the top 30, and that Pokemon is Snom. So yeah, let's move on to number 15. Number 15, fighting type. So fighting type also only has one Pokemon that made it to the top 30 Pokemon of the year that is a fighting type. That one is Blaziken. So yeah, I really don't need to talk about them for long right now, at least. So just gonna keep it as short as I can. So yeah, let's move on to number 14. Okay, god damn it. Give me a second. Number 14, psychic type. So psychic type I actually kind of expect to be higher, but whatever. Psychic type actually has 2 Pokemon out of the 89, I'm pretty sure. Which are Gardevoir and Lugia. So yeah, let's move on to number 13. Number 13, ice. So ice type once again only has one Pokemon of its typing that made it to the top 30 Pokemon of the year, which is once again Snom. But actually it was able to beat out Psychic type because there's so few ice types that one ice type is able to be a better percentage than two Psychic types. So yeah, that's actually pretty interesting. So yeah, let's move on to number 12. Number 12, Ground. Attempt number 2, number 12, Ground. So Ground type actually is my personal least favorite type, but it only did have 2 Pokemon in the top 30 of the year, so I'm happy enough about it. Just as long as it didn't make it to the top 10, I would be happy, to be honest. So yeah, Ground's 2 Pokemon are Garchomp and Flygon. So yeah, let's move on to number 11. Number 11, Rock type. I'm not surprised it just beat out Ground type because they're 2 very similar types. But the surprising part is that neither of the Pokemon are the same as the ones that made it into the Ground type. So yeah, it is the 2 Pokemon that made it into the top 30 of the year are Tyranitar and Lycanroc. So yeah, let's move on to number 10, and now the top 10. Number 10, Grass type. So Grass type, there's actually has 4 Pokemon that made it to the top 30 of the year, but the reason that it's only at number 10 is because there's 104 Grass type Pokemon, so there's a lot. So those 4 Pokemon are Bulbasaur, Rowlet, Decidueye, and Sceptile. So yeah, let's move on to number 9. Number 9, Flying type. So Flying type also has 4, but it just slightly beat out Grass. The 4 that in Flying type are Charizard, Lugia, Rowlet, and Corviknight. So yeah, let's move on to number 8. Number 8, Fire. So Fire type I actually expect to be higher than this. It also is my favorite type. So yeah, 3 Pokemon made it to the 2020 Pokemon of the Year. No Incineroar, I'm depressed. No, you guys. But who did make it is Charizard, Chandelure, and Blaziken. So yeah, let's move on to number 7. Number 7, Poison type. Actually, so there's 3 Pokemon that made it in Poison type, right? I actually thought there was 2, and until I was getting ready to record the video, that was when I realized that yeah, there's 3. Because I forgot that Bulbasaur was a part Poison type somehow. So the 3 Poison boys are Gengar, Bulbasaur, and Toxtricity. So yeah, let's move on to number 6. Number 6, Electric. So, Electric, I actually didn't check before making this, before saying this one, has 3, I'm pretty sure. I'll fact check this in a second. And it is Pikachu, Toxtricity, and something else, and I forgot what, so give me a second. Okay, I checked, and the last one is Luxray. So yeah, let's move on to number 5. Just making it into the top 5, we have Fairy type, which remember how I said there was a tie at the beginning of the video? Fairy is part of the tie with a different type that we'll reveal in a second. So the 3 that made it into the Pokemon of the Year 2020 that are Fairy type are Mimikyu, Sylveon, and Gardevoir. So yeah, let's move on to number 4 and the winner of the tie. Number 4, Steel type. So Steel type is the winner of our tie here. Turns out that actually, I didn't know this, that Fairy and Steel type have the same number of Pokemon, which is crazy. It's also 3 Pokemon of each of those types qualified for Pokemon of the Year. The ones that qualified for Steel type are Lucario, it was Lucario something in Corviknight. Give me a second. I checked. It was Lucario, Aegislash, and Corviknight. But the reason that that Steel's higher the Fairy type is because their top Pokemon, Steel types is Lucario and Fairy types is Mimikyu. So out of both those, Mimikyu's number 3 and Lucario's number 2. So Lucario managed to beat out Mimikyu for its typing. So therefore, Steel gets the higher place. So yeah, let's move on to number 3. Number 3, Dragon. So Dragon is actually the first typing here to have 5 Pokemon that qualified there, and those 5 are Garchomp, Rayquaza, Dragapult, Flygon, and Hydreigon, I'm pretty sure. I'll fact check that when I'm going to number 2. There's just a lot of good dragon types, so I'm sure nearly all of them qualified in their region's top 30, so I'm actually kind of surprised Dragonite didn't qualify, but it didn't, so yeah, whatever. Let's move on to number 2. Number 2, Dark type. So, yeah, I would agree with this. Dark type actually is my second favorite typing, so it's exactly my opinion on this. Also 5 Pokemon qualified. It was Greninja. Dang it, I forgot. Give me a second. Alright, it was Greninja, Umbreon, Tyranitar, Zoroark, and Hydreigon. So yeah, now we are going to move on to number 1, which if you've been paying attention to which typings haven't been used yet, you know what this number 1's gonna be. Number 1, winning the Pokemon typing of the year is Ghost type. This actually really surprised me, but there is a full 6 Pokemon that are a Ghost type and qualified for the Pokemon of the Year 2020. So actually you can make a whole team out of it. Actually, I looked at the team's typings and it's pretty balanced. All of them have secondary typings also, and none of them are repetitive. So yeah, the Ghost typings are, I'm not going to get all these in one go, just to let you know. Mimikyu, Gengar, Decidueye, something, and something. Give me a second. Alright, it was Mimikyu, Gengar, Dragapult, Aegislash, something, and Decidueye. Give me a second. Oh yeah, and Chandelure. Let me see if I can get this just for fun. Mimikyu, Gengar, Dragapult, Aegislash, Chandelure, and Decidueye. There we go. Let's go. Yeah, that took forever. Yeah. But actually, I expected, like, grass or electric, maybe even water or fire, but to get number 1. But for one, water got literally last place, which I was nowhere near expecting. I expect water to be in, like, the top 5. So that surprised, like, the heck out of me. And I wouldn't be surprised if Dragon was number 1. But yeah, guys, that is going to be the list. So yeah, guys, this video is going to be done. Like, subscribe, turn notifications. Bye-bye.